to our journey, y'all, where laughter and life both grow. Sunrise to sunset, hand in hand. Let's see where today will go. Stories and smiles on the homestead, where laughter and life both grow. Sunrise to sunset, hand in hand. Let's see where today will go. Stories and smiles, hearts on the homestead. Together we dream, together we stand. Family and fun in every moment. Come along, take our hand.
Well, welcome back to the journey, folks. So yeah, today I'm just going to kind of go through and kind of fix some of the little mess ups from last video. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on with the front axle, of why this thing didn't take all the fluid that it said it's supposed to. At some point I am going to redo it, but as of right now, just for today, I'm going to get the fluid level down to where it needs to be. And then I'm still waiting, as I'm recording this currently, I'm still waiting on my hydraulic fluid because I had to reorder the 5-gallon jug. And if you go over to the Friday's video, I do have links down in the description. So, of all the products, right, that I use. And then whenever I go through and kind of redo the video of just everything, including the 50-hour maintenance, then I'll also include all of those things that I purchased to be able to complete all the maintenance. So hopefully you don't have any shipping issues like I did. But anyway, let me get some stuff set up, tools, the things that I need, and then I'm going to go ahead and correct some of the issues that I had. Okay, actually, first thing I'm going to start off with is, even though in last video I said oil was good, technically it was not. So the book, it's only 4.02 quarts, and the jug that I got was a 5 quart. So I do need to drain some of this out. I'm going to try to do it very, very slowly. Hopefully without even taking the plug out fully. We'll see if it drain any without taking the plug out. Very, very, very slow. Gonna do a guesstimation about there. Alright. And that's including the amount of oil that goes into the filter. So now, I'm only draining just a little bit from one side. I'm not going to worry about the other side because obviously it will equal out, once I start running the tractor again, it'll even itself out to both sides. All right. So let me go check the dipstick on that one, see what that looks like. All right. Take it out, wipe it off, put it back in. And do it one more time. So I'm still high. So let me take some out, about the same amount, because I can see that it did go down. Let me take some out of the other side and see how well that does. Because I started off with the side that the dipstick is on. But let me take some out of the other side and then to see how well that does. Okay, oil's been removed. So we'll wipe it. Check it. And it looks like it's going to be right on the money. Right on the money. Perfect. All right, so that's that one. First mistake fixed. Now what's going to be next is this one. Front axle. So I've actually left this loose overnight just to be able to see if these fluids would go down. So going through the book, like I've said, right, I did double check that it is 2 gallons and 1 cup, or 2.16 US gallons that this should take. And I only did 1.5 gallons, so with letting this go down, my fluid is still right here, right where my finger is. So that's a lot. And I should have been able to pour both those bottles in there completely, and it's still not even reached the upper limit. So to me, right, and even going in the book, even watching some other videos and stuff like that, taking out the middle plug, I think, is the reason why, because I wasn't able to get that loosened out. So because I was not able to get that loosened out, I don't think it drained completely, and it didn't allow me to do that. Well, I have enough new fluid in here that I'm not going to worry about this until, because the fluid coming out of it looked amazing, right? Even though you're supposed to change everything out the first 50 hours, I get it. But I'm going to go ahead and remove what I can out of this. So to be able to do that, I'm not going to just open up a plug. So I don't know 100% like how much I need to take out, but I know it's quite a bit. So I actually have a pump. So this is meant for oil. So it's a spray light oil into barrel at top nozzle when dry, right? But this is actually meant for pumping out fluids like oil or diesel or even gasoline. There's no electronics that goes with it. So now I'm going to wipe out this bin, right? Just get it nice and clean, because this is good oil. And I'll still be able to utilize this, put it back into the other bottle, the one that still has good oil in it. And if needed, I'll still be able to use that in the future. And or I'll just use that bottle that I have, I'll mark it as, you know, semi-used or whatever. And I'll just use that in Lil Mac as needed, right? So, anyway, that's that. So let me get this prepped, and let's get some of this oil pumped out of here. Alright, let's see if I can't get that down in there. Can't remember which side needs to go into the section, which side. So let's try it this way. So that looks like it's at its lower level. So I actually took quite a bit out. Let me check it one more time. And remember, this isn't like 100% flat ground. So I know some of that fluid, yeah, so it's like halfway in between. So I'm gonna call that good. So yeah, that's crazy to me that it did not take the full, and like I said, I let it drain. I let it drain out of those two bottom plugs, even though the book says take all three plugs out, and I only did it out of the bottom ones because I couldn't get the middle one out. But next time I do this, and I will make sure that I get all three plugs out and just 100% just let it drain and drain and drain and drain and drain and stuff. But I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with it. Like I said, even the fluids that I took out, because you always want to check, right, whenever you're doing your very first 50-hour maintenance, is, you're looking for metal flakes, you're looking for chunks of metal, you're looking for anything that is out of the ordinary. That's kind of the whole point behind it, is during that break-in process. So taking everything out, the engine oil, the front, the axle, it really didn't have, the fluid did have like a little bit of a sheen to it, right? That it's almost like the little flakes of machining, right? Is what it looked like. So, but nothing out of the ordinary from what I can tell. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to save this oil. Like I said, that's the reason why I wanted to put it into here and not into the oil catch basin. And then I've actually ordered another catch basin, because I talked about that too on Friday's video. I'm not bougie like Applebee's. I only had the one catch basin. Well, I don't want to contaminate the hydraulic oil either coming out of here, because it's 50-hour hydraulic oil. I don't think there's going to be an issue with that. So I'm going to save that. And I don't think there's going to be anything wrong with that to be able to utilize in Lil Mac. So, but I'll inspect it, right? If it looks like it has chunks of metal, or it looks like it has something bad in it, then I might just screen it, right? Still not going to get rid of it, but I'll just screen it, and then I'll still use it in Lil Mac. So, yeah, that's it. So, these two things are done. So now it's just a waiting game for my hydraulic fluid. So one of the things I also need to do over here, probably not in this video, but here very, very soon, is this pipe here, what actually used to go to the RV. That's how we drained our black tanks. Kind of comes around and kind of heads over there pretty close to where the orange cone is. So I need to kind of get rid of this section right here, right? So Do I need to take it all the way back to the beginning? Probably. I mean, I'm gonna have to dig up like the hole right here where the orange cone is, and go ahead, because this right here, this cap should not be glued in. I should just be able to take that off. I believe. I don't know. I have to double check it, but I don't think I glued that in because I knew that I was gonna be taking it off. That way I can kind of come over here where this other pipe is, just cut it, and instead of having to dig this out, just try to pull this out the best I can. I might have to dig it out, but then go ahead and cap it right there where, because it's like a Y or something, because I planned for, you know, still being able to have the shop and everything, right? Which before we get all this completely done and I'm doing all the foundation stuff for the shop, I will dig a trench and run the pipe going over there. That way I can finish out the driveway, right? But for right now, like I said, I need to kind of get this a little flatter, be preps for being able to move that. So get this right here flat, get all this over here kind of flattened out, and still just continue, you know, working this land, just trying to get it flat the best of my ability, which right now I don't really need the backhoe. I need it to be able to move dirt, because a lot of this dirt here, right, is going to be getting kind of fill in, and just continue to grab some of this dirt here and just start making a platform, get it flattened out, getting some of these rocks and stuff moved, and then, like I said, also moving both of these stumps. You know, still getting preps for moving the shed room, which will eventually be studio. So yeah, it's getting renamed. It's gonna be the Scuttlebutt Studio. But anyway, let's get you set up on time lapse. Let's go get some box blading done. Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to skid that thing, especially without having the added weight of the backhoe. I mean, because that thing puts, you know, almost what, 1,800 pounds, whatever it is. I know a lot, close to a ton, you know, on the back. So that's added weight. You can probably see in the time lapse is just wanting to pick up the back tires, trying to do it this way. I couldn't pull it from the other side. Even in low and four-wheel drive, it just didn't want to pull it out. So, because even though this clay is starting to dry out, this thing is just completely packed full. So one of the reasons why I had such a hard time getting it out of this hole. And the other one that was over here is that one there. So I'm out. I could probably try, like I even bent, so whenever I was sitting there tugging on it, I actually bent those. Since it wasn't a straight pull, I was kind of like trying to angle it, I guess. And because of that, it actually bent those. Not to where I can't use them, but I am gonna have to fix them eventually. And then this, I'll probably try to come around, see if I can't maybe push it out, because I'll grab some of this dirt, fill in this hole while I have it tilted up, and see if I can't just push it for now, just to kind of get it out of the way. But I still want to try to move both these stumps, and then also continue to move this dirt and to get a lot of this area flattened out along with that area over there. So let's see what I can't get done. obviously went around the circle a few times. This is by no means done, but just to go ahead and start getting it going, right? And then obviously I still got to finish that portion, but I got all of this basically flattened out to the point to where, you know, we can probably go ahead and start moving the shed, at least getting it down here into the dirt. Not today, but yeah, obviously I got to disconnect power to it. I also have power running from there to this one, so all that needs to be disconnected. This actually needs to get moved over there somewhere, because that's actually going to be the new turkey guinea house, right? And then we'll put a rooftop on it and put some wood sides on it, whatnot, but that's going to get repurposed, just the frame anyway. But yeah, all this is flat enough to where we can skid that, because it's on skids, right? It has its own skids. So at least get it down to here, slow and steady. I'll probably just kind of do one side at a time type thing. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll figure it out. But then obviously over here, yeah, this is going to take a little bit more work. Obviously still moving this dirt pile, just kind of getting it pushed that way, and then kind of getting in here, just getting stuff flattened out, you know, pretty good. Obviously it'd be nice if I had, you know, like a specific bucket or whatnot, like only for rocks. I mean, I could probably put on the Garvey debris forks and kind of come in and just try to pick up some of this big stuff, and just see how that does. But obviously it's not going to do like little rocks like this. But yeah, that box blade, it does not like rocks whatsoever. So I just need to come over here, basically park the tractor, just spend as much time as I can just picking up all these rocks by hand, coming in here, just get rid of all the big rocks, set all the big rocks off to the side. Same thing in here, you know, just comb through all these rocks as much as I can, because we do want to have like a little rock wall right here. So I might even just throw some off over here to the side, you know, just give me a pile right here, you know, and then, but I want to be able to get all this flattened out, you know, get all this taken care of. Some of that dirt there in that pile is still, you know, kind of like, it's just dirty fill, right? It's basically what you consider it. Just has a lot of sticks, has a lot of rocks, has a lot of junk in it. So I've been taking that over to the other side of the pond. We're not the type of folks, everyone here, especially in this area of Arkansas, is, oh, you want to get rid of something, just dig a big hole and bury it. Well, I'm fine with digging a hole and burying stuff like this, right? Dirty fill that has the sticks, it has the rocks, it has all that stuff in there, you know, to be able to get cleaner dirt, right? Stuff that doesn't have the rocks and the sticks and all that stuff in there, right? So if I can substitute, obviously that pile that has the trash in it, I don't want to bury trash, right? We will get rid of trash when we get rid of trash, but I don't want to just bury it in the ground, okay? At least not on our property. I'm fine with it going to a landfill. That's basically what happens, right? The trash goes to a landfill. I just don't want that landfill to be on my property, all right? So I will probably end up doing stuff like that. Even, you know, being able to have, you know, because I didn't really think about it whenever I was moving these stumps, because I've actually seen folks where they dug a hole and then put all their sticks and all the stuff that they wanted to burn, brush and stuff like that, even stumps, down in the hole, and then burned it. And then when it was done, then they took, you know, dirty fill and stuff like that and covered it back up and such, and they were done with it. Which I should have thought about that before dragging that other stump. Actually, I have 2 or 3 stumps over there now, and then I still got these 2 here, because if I wanted to do that back here, I would have to drag those back. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'm just going to continue working on this. Here it's already getting fairly late into the evening. Gladys should be home here fairly soon with taking the kiddo to the dentist for her cleaning. And then, yeah, it basically will be dinner time. So I actually need to go inside, check on the beans, make sure they have plenty of water. And yeah, because it's bean and cheese, burritos / taco night type, yeah, stuff. And we'll continue getting this going. So I'll probably see you, because as I'm recording right now, I got plenty of time, right? A video should be coming out today. As I'm recording, and then we have because it's Wednesday as I'm recording this, and then we'll have the video coming out for you on Friday, and then you should be watching this one on Monday. So see, we're not that far ahead of you. We're not that far ahead. So, but yeah, I also want to start getting all this cleared out and stuff like that too. I'll probably see if I can get Gladys to assist me with that, and then I don't know. I need to figure out how I'm going to move that down to the ground. Yeah, interesting. Stick around. Well, it's coming along, but I think this is about as good as I'm going to get this for right meow until I get the backhoe back on, because apparently I have another stump right here. It's actually really close to the other tree that was here. That root ball, not the big one, but the one behind it. So I'm gonna have to dig this out too, but definitely got a lot of the dirt moved around, because that stump was actually hiding right on the very edge of the dirt mound, so didn't know it was there. But going through, but I want to be able to use the backhoe to kind of come in and obviously clean up the edge too, right? Just gets a lot of that dirt down, and just kind of clean up that whole edge and stuff. Obviously, once I'm able to start working on that side, this little island of rocks and debris and stuff, I will be able to get all that out, plus this tree. But right now, right, just to be able to move the shed, this is good. All this is getting to be good, because I think I want to have the shed sitting like right in this area here, and then on this side that we're standing on, I actually need to do like an addition to it. That way I can actually add another door, right? Because right now it has just the standard shed size door, and it's like a double door. But I want to be able to take those doors off, create an addition off of it. That way I can put in a standard size front door, which is your 3682, right? Front door. So that's what I'm going for. And I think if I put it back here, it's actually going to be far enough away for the size shop that I'm wanting to do. And it won't be in the way of that either. So that's coming along. But yeah, I still haven't yet to be able to do the hydraulics, the 50-hour maintenance for the hydraulics. So obviously backhoe runs off of that. So I'm still kind of waiting around. Plus, I know Dogman over at Washita Mountain Living, he's also waiting for me, pretty much, right? Because I'm actually going to be helping him out with some stuff coming up. So who knows, by the time you're watching this, I've already gotten all that stuff done, and I've already made my way over to his place, but never know. So anyway, I know this is getting to be a long one. Yeah, here lately I've been making some of our videos fairly long, so I know some of y'all don't like that. Some of you do. But I'm just doing what I'm doing as I'm doing it, right? I don't set up anything. I don't make plans. I don't make scripts. I don't do any of that stuff. So what I'm doing here is what you see there. So that's it. But all right, y'all. Well, I guess like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. So we thank y'all for sharing us out, helping us grow. Get over to our side channel, because we put out a bombshell last week, and you don't want to miss out on it, because it helps our veterans for over 2 years. 2 years worth of money that's going to the veterans, but we need y'all's assistance. So get over there, go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. And you won't be able to miss the video, I promise. All right. And with that being said, that's it. So if you enjoy our journey, give us that thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. And then if you'd like to stick around a little bit longer on this journey we call life, then go ahead and check out this video we have right here. Or the whole year's playlist is over on this side. Continues to grow as the year progresses. Then we have those icons up at the top. Makes it easy to subscribe both here and to our side channel. Go check that out. It's greatly appreciated. And then last but not least, always get out there. Thank a veteran every chance you get. Not only on Veterans Day. September 11th as I'm recording. Remember those fallen. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, friends.